Hello, my name is Jessica Gavin. Today is July 9th, 2020. I have this list of all the structures we'll be going over today. So here's the brain. This is the sheep brain. Here. It's pretty cool. So the structures that we're going over today, I'm just going to show you by pointing. We have the frontal lobe here. We have the right and the left side. And then we have the parietal lobes up here. We have the right side and the left side. This is the front, so you'd look at it like this. Front and then back. And then we have the temporal lobes here. And then we have the occipital lobes in the back here. The gyri, if you look closely, you can see all of these structures here that have kind of raised bumps. Those are the gyri. They're all over the brain. And then the insides right here, these little fissures, or these little grooves, so to say, those are your sulci right here. Okay. Then we have the longitudinal fissure. That's this long fissure here that separates the two hemispheres of the brain. And then we have the lateral fissure that's right in here. It's very difficult to see on this particular brain. They didn't ferment it properly, but we have the lateral fissure kind of goes down through right here and separates these two lobes here, the temporal lobe and the parietal lobe, or I'm sorry, the frontal lobe right here. Okay, and then we have the inside. So we've opened it up and dissected them apart. So I'm just gonna show you one side here. So we have the corpus callosum here. That's this white part right here. Goes all the way around. Then we have the thalamus, which is here. The hypothalamus. It's difficult to see on this particular model, but right here. Then we have the midbrain, which is this section here. And we have the medulla oblongata right here. I'll show you that again at the end so you can see that a little better. If you're looking from the outside in, it's this big shape right here. Okay. Then we have the cerebral cortex, which is all the gray matter up in here. And then we have the white matter, which is the arbor vitae. It kind of is called that because it looks like a little bit of a tree. I don't know if you can see that. Looks like a tree. It's all that white matter in the cerebellum here. And then the meninges are what goes on the outside. You can kind of see just a little bit left over here. It's the lining of the brain, and it all pulled off like this. This is all the meninges that came off. With the dissection, when I pulled the meninges off, the optic chiasm and all of the structures on the outside here came off with it. It just kind of slipped right off as I was doing it. So just a heads up that when you're looking at it together, that's not exactly the same as what you would see normally. And normally all those structures go right in here. But if you're looking at the brain this way, like I mentioned before, you have your cerebellum here, and then you have your medulla oblongata here, if you're looking at the brain like that. That's all.